Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the Audi A4 Avant on a 21 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside you can see that it's a 5-door estate vehicle, of course, with tinted windows and alloy wheels. We're going to start off inside the boot area first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically, as you can see. You can do that from the car or from the key just here. We have reversing sensors, of course, and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some of the controls from there. Now that we've done a full circle of it, though, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the vehicle, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge. We've also got the rev counter. Within the rev counter, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we, of course, are in park at the moment. Over on the right-hand side, we then have the speedometer for the car. In the centre at the bottom, you can see the total miles. They are 18,693. If we back out to the steering wheel, first of all, over on this left-hand side, press the view button. You can see there that you can change the layout of the dials. Over here, you can then change the information that's displayed in the central section. We're on the kind of driving data menu at the moment. There are other menus available to you, including satellite navigation, as you can see. All done with these buttons just here. We have our stereo and phone controls, cruise control and speed limiter, and then over in the center, the main touchscreen for the car. So you can have satellite navigation displayed where you saw it just a moment ago, but of course you can have it displayed up on here as well. So both screens at the same time, should you wish to, or simply one or the other. This is all touchscreen, but you can hear it clicking. It's got a kind of a haptic feedback, so it feels like you're actually pushing buttons. When it comes to the radio, we've got AM, DAB and FM, as you can see. If you want to listen to your own music, you go in under the media heading just here, and you can see the different ways you can listen to your own music. So we've got USB input, we've got Bluetooth audio once you paired up your phone, and pairing your phone is easy. Just go in under the telephone heading. Navigation, as I say, is accessed via that option on the far right hand side there. You can have certain phone apps available to you. As you can see, for example there, Apple CarPlay, once you paired up your phone, of course. On top of all of that, this car has got a 360 parking camera, so a bird's eye view image of exactly where the car is parked, and your reversing camera over on that right hand side. You've got a front facing camera there as well. Below that, we then have the 3-zone climate control. So you can adjust, firstly, up front here, the passenger temperature, driver temperature, and then rear passengers can adjust their temperature in the back of the car, of course. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can turn your air conditioning to eco, off, or, of course, back on again. And then you can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed for both driver and passenger. When you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning, as I say, on or off from here, or hit auto. The car will now take full control to maintain this temperature for me on the driver's seat here, and you can do the same over there for the passenger side. We have a heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same for the passenger side, as you can see. Beneath that, you can turn the screen on and off should you wish to. Parking sensors on and off. This car has autonomous parking, meaning it's able to park itself. Hit this button here, follow the instructions on screen, and the car will take control of the steering for you. We've got our traction control you can turn on and off. The stop and start you can turn on and off. And you can change the driving setup of the car. So you're able to put the vehicle into comfort, auto, dynamic, or individual. And under individual, you can customize the settings shown on the screen. We have a 12-volt charging socket, USB input, the start and stop button for the engine, 2 cup holders, and then the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. So there's 2 buttons up here, one of which will open the sunblind. You can just leave it with the sunblind open and of course the roof itself closed, and as you'll see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light to the cabin area. But if you wish to, you can open the front one as a full sliding sunroof using a separate button. last thing I want to talk about is the paperwork we have for the vehicle. So you can see the V5 registration document just there, showing that it's a one-owner car from new. We have in this envelope the spare key, so 2 keys in total. If this car or any other vehicle that we sell requires an MOT within the 6-month period at the point at which we sell it, we will also do that for you as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour of the car, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.